Part 17. Banquet continued. The Scop song of Finn and Hnæf. And the athling of earlmen to each of the heroes who the ways of the waters went with Beowulf, a costly gift token gave on the mead bench, offered an heirloom, and ordered that that man with gold should be paid for, whom Grendel had erstwhile wickedly slaughtered, as he more of them had done, had far-seeing God, in the mood of the hero, the fate not averted. The Father then governed all of the earth-dwellers, as he ever is doing. Hence insight for all men is everywhere fittest, forethought of spirit. Much he shall suffer of lief and loathsome, who long in this present useth the world in this woeful existence. There was music and merriment mingling together, touching half Dana's leader. The joy wood was fingered, measures recited, when the singer of Hrothgar on mead bench should mention the merry hall joyance of the kinsmen of Finn, when onset surprised them. The half-Danish hero Hnæf of the Scyldings, on the field of the Frisians was fated to perish. Sure Hildeburh needed not mention approving the faith of the Jute men, though blameless entirely. When shields were shivered, she was shorn of her darlings, of bairns and brothers. They bent to their fate with war-spear wounded. Woe was that woman. Not causeless lamented the daughter of Hose, the decree of the wielder, when morning light came, and she was able neath heaven to behold the destruction of brothers and bairns, where the brightest of earth joy she had hitherto had. All the henchmen of Finn war had oft taken, save a handful remaining, that he no wise was able to offer resistance to the onset of Hengist in the parley of battle, nor the wretched remnant to rescue in war from the Earl of the Atheling. But they offered conditions, another great building to fully make ready, a hall and a high seat, that half they might rule with the sons of the Jute men, and that Folkwalda's son would day after day the Dane men honor when gifts were giving, and grant of his ring store to Hengist earl troop ever so freely of his gold-plated jewels, as he encouraged the Frisians on the bench of the beer hall. On both sides they swore then a fast-binding compact. Finn unto Hengist, with no thought of revoking, vowed, then mostly solemnly, the woe-begone remnant well to take charge of, his Witan advising. The agreement should no one by words or works weaken and shatter, by artifice ever injure its value. Though reaved of their ruler, the ring-giver's slayer, they followed all as vassals, fate so requiring. Then if one of the Frisians the quarrel should speak of in tones that were taunting, terrible edges should cut in requital. Accomplished the oath was, and treasure of gold from the hoard was uplifted. The best of the Scylding braves was then fully prepared for the pile. At the pyre was seen clearly the blood-gory Birnie, the boar with his gilding, the iron-hard swine, athelings many fatally wounded. No few had been slaughtered. Hildeburh bade then, at the burning of Hnæf, the bairn of her bosom to bear to the fire, that his body be burned and borne to the pyre. The woe-stricken woman wept on his shoulder, in measures lamented. Up mounted the hero, the greatest of dead fires curled to the welkin, on the hill's front crackled. Heads were a-melting, wound doors bursting, while the blood was a-coursing from body bite fierce. The fire devoured them, greediest of spirits, whom war had oft carried from both of the peoples. Their bravest were fallen.